Ladies and gentlemen, how we doing today? No intro, let's get straight into it. I'm on my way to the gym, about 10 minutes away, so this video won't be too long, but I just want to talk about why women are getting passports before getting a man. Ladies, you got to be very careful traveling alone. I don't know how many instances you need, or how many stories you need to read, hear, to realize that it's not safe for you to travel alone, especially if you're a decent looking woman, you know, especially if you have a nice body, you're a pretty face or whatnot. And just being an American, a lot of these women have passports, they love traveling overseas. It's not safe, even if you're going with your homegirls on a girls trip. Her name isn't coming to mind right now, but you remember the story of the melanated woman who paid for all her friends to go on the trip and ended up beating her up and jumping her. If she had a man there with her, I guarantee you that wouldn't have happened. And not just any kind of man. I mean, he doesn't have to look like he's on steroids, super buff. But you should have a man that looks somewhat intimidating, some type of muscle on him. So you go to another country, they're gonna think, they're gonna think twice before testing him or testing you. I'm not saying it's just to say it. It just doesn't make sense. All these women say, oh, yeah, I want a man, he better be passport ready, blah, 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 blah. You ladies are backwards. You have to get a man first and then travel. Not the other way around. Every time you go to another country and you're a female with no male with you, you're putting yourself at risk. It's a risk every time. Every time. Especially when you go overseas and you're not staying at an American hotel, because there are American hotels in other countries. Just so you know. If you didn't know, now you know. It just is really ass backwards to me. And it brings me back to the independent, I don't need a man thing. See, it's not just financial. It's not just about money when women say they don't need a man. Because if you're willing to go to another country without a man, by yourself, or just your female friends, what does that say about you being super masculine? But then you want to boo-hoo cry when you get overseas or you're on a cruise and you get disrespected by another man from a different country. Again, that won't happen. The chances of that happening are very slim when you have a masculine man with you. Okay? See, what you ladies have to understand is that a lot of these men overseas, they are predators. And I recently seen a video where this hotel worker gave the key to these men overseas. These American women were staying at the room. He gave these men the key to these ladies' room, and these men walked into this lady's room. How dangerous is that? Now, I guarantee you, if that front desk person saw those ladies walk in with men, he wouldn't have done that. I guarantee he wouldn't have done that. You have to realize that a lot of these hotel workers, they work with these predators overseas. They work with these men who kidnap. They work with them, and they tell them, they said, if you see any American girls, they come over here and they're alone, let me know. Give me a call. And they accept monetary value for that. This clerk accepted $100 from those men so those men can have the key cards to enter those ladies' room. How reckless, how dangerous is that? And when those ladies called the police officer didn't even want to do anything. He didn't want to arrest the clerk. He didn't want to find out who those gentlemen were. It almost seemed like the cop was in cahoots. So that's another thing. You go overseas as an American woman and you have law enforcement that is working with these criminals, that is working with these front desk employees who are doing these type of things. You have to realize also, America is not seen in the best light right now. I don't want to say worried, because I believe in God, and whatever happens is going to happen. When it's my time to go, it's my time to go. I stay prayed up, and I believe in God, and I don't fear nothing. But I have a feeling that our allies are going to attack us. I have a feeling right now, because America is super vulnerable. I mean, we have two men that allegedly recorded a video of them having sex in the White House. How disgusting is that? You don't hear about this stuff in any other country. America keeps dumping money into Ukraine, supporting this war. Choosing a side, picking sides. We could be attacked by China, by Russia, by any other country right now. People do not like Americans in other countries. Don't get it twisted. So when you go overseas, a lot of these people already don't like you. And they can spot you from a mile away. They can tell you're American. By the way you walk, talk, dress, act. A lot of American people like to run their mouth and film everything. Always have their cameras out. And these people at these other countries, they know that. They will test you. They will try to get you upset, to get you in a position where you could go to jail, get arrested. These are all things you have to worry about. I mean, look at the melanated female who went to Dubai and got too loud and ended up getting arrested. For all we know, those men could have started it. They could have taunted her. But you have to understand, these people know you're American, and they know that 9 times out of 10, if the police officers get involved, they're going to be on their side, because more than likely the police officers don't like you because you're American. Ladies, you got to stop traveling alone. Y'all think it's cool to say, oh, I got my passport, I'm passport ready. Yeah, oh, he better be ready too. He better be ready to travel, support his own self, and can pay for his own flight. If he wants to pay for my flight too, that's fine. Ladies, traveling is not what it is. You need to get you a man, lock you in a man, and build something here in America before you think about traveling. All these single women want to see the world, so bad. You want to see the world, but you don't have a man to see the world with. And it's not like they're getting their passports, going overseas and trying to find a man there and bring him back here and, do the paperwork and all. They're not even trying to do that. They just want to travel just because they want to travel. And then most of them say, oh no, I'm not interested in meeting anybody overseas. You ladies got to be safe. I just arrived to the gym. I told you this wasn't going to be a long video at all. I told y'all that, and I meant it. I just arrived to the gym. But, I just had it on my mind. It's really bothering me, because I've been watching a lot of dating shows. Like, sometimes I watch Kendra G. I check her show. And all these women say, be passport ready, be passport ready. It just doesn't make any sense. It's really ass backwards, and it's not safe. I'm tired of hearing these stories of these women being kidnapped or being assaulted overseas and just not feeling safe. You have to have a man with you, and a man that looks somewhat intimidating. And that's just that, ladies. Comment down below. Let me know how you feel about this video, and share this video, because a lot of women need to hear this. Stop traveling alone, especially in these times, man. 2024, starting this new year, it is very dangerous. Again, people do not like Americans overseas. I'm not saying every country is like that, but majority of countries, they do not like people overseas. So please be careful, all right? I'll see you next video. Peace and love.